Hey, what's going on, everybody? I want to talk about paid search advertising, so Google Ads and Bing. And one of the things I've seen some people doing and I just saw this in a very big way that I want to talk about, is going after your competitors' keywords. You know, I know as a business owner, one of the things that I absolutely crave is this idea that I could insert myself as an opportunity between somebody who's thinking about a competitor, right? There's nothing sweeter than that idea of stealing a client in a way, or a prospect, right? Just that someone would choose you over somebody else. There's so much that goes into that. But one of the things that I hear a lot of business owners scheming about, and they ask me about when we first get started, is how do I rank for my competitors' keywords? How do I rank for my competitor's name? How do I go after the people that my competitors are working with? And I've seen this everywhere from just about anything, whether it's a storage facility, a diesel mechanic shop. I've seen car mechanic shops. I've seen really in the rental storage space, it's pretty prevalent. I've seen it now in the doggone it, there's so many categories that this is relevant to. Car dealerships. I've been working with some car dealerships. That's huge. They want to interject in there. But here's what, is that a good idea? Should you be trying to do that? And what will that actually look like? Well, first of all, let's remember that here's what it would actually look like. You can do it with Google Ads and Bing Ads. You could take your competitor's name and you could use that as a keyword, and then you could write up a series of advertisements that would target them and go in front of them. So let's just imagine that perfect example, somebody that's very relevant right now. Let's say you do junk removal, right? And you are Junk Express, and your competitor, you know who's done the biggest investment, is 1-800-GOT-JUNK. This is just super relevant right now because I'm working with this other client. Let's just say you start trying that and you're trying to get in front of 1-800-GOT-JUNK, right? Or let's say that you are a storage facility and you know that the 10-ton gorilla in the storage place is Public Storage. Public Storage is across the United States. They're really hard to beat. It's kind of like they're the Kleenex. Well, that's a brand for facial tissue, but everybody calls Kleenex, right? In a way, Public Storage is that. So what if you took their keyword, and now you know some people search Public Storage and they're not actually looking for the company Public Storage, they're looking for a storage facility near them, right? They want rental units, a storage rental unit. There's all these other keywords. Should you buy advertising? Well, yeah, you could use that keyword, but here's what I would caution you against, okay? The ad that you're going to be able to write, you're not going to be able to write that company's name in there. It's a trademark infringement. Google won't let you do it, and you could run into all sorts of issues, but essentially you're not going to be able to do it. So you're going to have to write an ad. But the main problem with this strategy is Google's going to be serving you up to people that are, yes, maybe looking for 1-800-GOT-JUNK or Public Storage, and maybe they're open to a competitor, but you're also going to be paying dearly because of two reasons. One, you're going to have utility clicks, is what I call them, or people that are absolutely only searching for that company and they're not interested in anything else, A. And then B, you're going to be getting a low ad quality score. Okay, whenever you create an ad, Google looks at the keyword, your ad, the landing page experience, and the likelihood of what's your ad rank going to be. What's your quality score is what they call it. And the higher your quality score, Google increases that rank. So if you're going to do your own branded search term where you run an ad on your own name, it would see, oh, you're this company and the keyword is your name. Boom, super high score, and you're going to be able to beat just about everybody else for a low cost. But the other way, it's not true. So those two things, one, you're going to be paying for impressions. Remember, whenever you have paid search, you have a search term, they search the term. Then Google's going to say, okay, there's a micro bid going on, a little auction. Who wins the auction? Well, there might be 3 of you on top or 2 of you on top and then a couple on the bottom. And when that happens, you're paying usually an amount, it's only per click, but you will pay for these impressions too. Like, you're just paying to have this ad, and what will happen is You're going to pay because people are just trying to go to that website, and there's nothing you could do to intersect between that. Those utility clicks are pricey, and I've never seen it go very well, and I don't recommend it. Now, you can do it right. You really can do it very well, but you're always going to kind of pay pretty dearly because of those two reasons. You're going to have a low click-through rate, and then you're going to have a low ad score, which is going to increase the amount you're going to pay per click, and then you're going to end up paying a lot. So I don't usually recommend it, right? Now you have on the organic side, how do you get after your competitors? On organic, meaning just search traffic, right? How can you get in front of your competitors? Well, I think the best way to do that is to focus on your Google My Business. I'm going to move fast now. Focus on your Google My Business account, okay? Your Google My Business, if you can get more reviews than what your competitor gets, then what you can do is you could run Google Ads with a location extension, and as long as your location is within about a 8 to 20 mile region with that location or from where the searcher is, you would be able to attach this Google My Business review, is essentially what it is. And when someone goes to your competitor then, and let's say your keyword is in there as the competitor, so you search got junk, your reviews are going to pop up with them, and that can be a great way to show a big differentiator. So that would be my main thing. If you're just going to go for clicks in an ad account, it's going to be very expensive. But if you can position your Google My Business account, so you would run an ad, a targeted ad in a location where you know your location extension will actually trigger, which, just so you know, I can do this for you guys. And then you'd commit budget to that so that you're going to win. But that's a really good way to get in front of your competitors, because ironic, if somebody goes down to your competitor's Google My Business account and they click on it, or if they search the branded term, or not branded, let's say you look at remodelers near me and they click on Plek and Pole, and you're running an ad with your location extension on it, while you're looking at theirs, yours will be on the side. It's an ad, but if you have more reviews than them, I'm telling you, you steal clicks like crazy. So that's how you can actually do it within search. Focus on your Google My Business, run an ad, 10 to 15 mile radius around your building only is where you can do this. And you could use their terms. And the idea is you'd have to win the bid, so you're going to have to pay, but your Google My Business listing could be there, and that could be really helpful. There's a bunch of nuances in there that you'd have to address. But here's the last thing you can do is you can start going after audiences within Google Display, or display marketing and social media. So there is a way that you could kind of create this user profile within Google Ads, and you could serve up ads in a targeted manner. So you geocache around them, and anybody who's been in that location or leaves that location, you can run an ad that would show up on other websites so that you'd be top of mind. And there are some opportunities that way. But just in general, here's the deal. Do great work. Publish content that's inbound about your company and your sector and your region, and that will work wonders. Here's one last little thing you can do. There's such a thing as investing in any platforms or helping another website produce content that compares or contrasts you with your competitor, right? Now, there's a dirty way to do this and a clean way to do this, but the dirty way is you pay for it, and I don't know if that's dirty or not. You just have to overtly say it. But if you can find a website or a channel that would be interested in helping compare and contrast you and a competitor, that's huge. Not only that, but you can create inbound content that compares you and your competitor. So and this is huge. I would do this like crazy. So create blog or written content on your website that compares and contrasts you with your competitor. Make YouTube channel or YouTube videos that compare you and your competitor. Make all sorts of digital marketing content that can be found in just comparing the two of you. And what will happen is, as people start to do their homework around them, so your competitor spends to acquire traffic, and then when people are in the consideration mode and they'll start comparing and contrasting, that's where you can make an argument of what your true value proposition. You have to do that well. You have to do it in a quality manner, otherwise you're just going to goof things up. But that's a way you can go after your competitors' keywords, just strategically, not getting into the exact tactics. Good luck, guys.